Greetings everyone, hello and welcome back once again to Anno 117 Pax Romana, and oof, my people are fat, they're rich, they're prospering, my city is prospering, my people are fat, my slaves are busy, a couple of buildings are on fire, but outside of that I think we're doing just fine, as we are also enjoying the marvelous views of the Mediterranean. And yeah, it's warm, cozy, outside it's cold. So I'm very happy that we can play this game during the autumn season. And yeah, what better way to start this episode than with, a bit of repairing perhaps, a bit of a city expansion that is, and I want to expand. And in this episode, we're expanding also to another region, so stay tuned for that as we're finally pushing for Albion. Before I do that, however, I need to start moving a couple of my things around that we can, do. So I can, for example, now finally get my hemp plantations into this area here that I've prepared, so it's a handy way of moving a whole bunch of things around. And we do also have some basic industry here. That's my soap factories. I'm gonna move them also into my industry zone that we have over there, so here we can clump them together nicely. And also what is that? My spinners. Well, actually my spinners could stay close to the city. I don't mind, but we have a lot of spinners, so I'm not gonna clump them too much. There you go. That's fine. And also wait a second. This is also an olive press. This can stay for sure, as we need that bonus here ticking. I don't want to have that much empty space though ticking. So let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of this road here. Yeah, we're starting this episode with the city development of Vineta again. But I want to push to Albion quickly, so I'm not gonna take too long with this. Let's clean some things up here, straighten it out, right, and add some more blocks. The problem is that I'm having right now is my workforce, so it's a bit low, grant you that, and for this we need to add a couple more buildings then as well. Here and here and here we can have a whole new district coming out of everything. Also pushing my medicus once again, super happy about this. Do you want to have war? No, she just remarks on some of my progress. I'm always expecting these war declarations, right, for some reasons. But today is not the day for that. This area stays off limits for now. Let's actually just add some more blocks here, right? And then I'm gonna leave it for now. And here, let's also make sure that we can continue here with an aqueduct then, if we need that so far. I mean, we're really far away now from the mountainside, so we'll just see how much aqueduct we're actually pushing there, because they are actually really, really massive, and you will see shortly. Let's have a quick look at my consumer goods. Oh, this is tight, but tight is good. I will probably need another spinner. For this, we actually have the hemp. So let's go ahead and push another spinner then here in my area, right? That's for learning and coin. Very good. And another one here for learning and coin. And let's also have the next hemp farm. But as we can see, the hemp is actually full, right? So I don't need to worry about that. We have a bit of a surplus here. This gives me opportunity of adding another one down here. Very good. The more spinners, the more research we push, the faster we can finish our paved roads, which is my current goal. Another thing I would like to do as well is that we have now the marble in, so we can start with the marble mason, and this one is producing then marble for us. It takes quite some time though for 1 ton of marble, but bear in mind marble is tier 4 construction material now, and yeah, it's definitely one of a slower one. But that's okay, because you don't need endless amounts of marble. You don't need the same amount as logs, for example, or so, right? So let's get them going, probably here a bit further to the mountain. And as you can see, they have quite a penalty. They give me 1 prestige, okay, but they give me also 1 health penalty. And I don't want to have any more penalties, please. So I'm just gonna get my marble going, marble masons here. I think we can live with, 3 for now, as they're starting out their production of that resource. Gonna take some time for this to ramp up, right? And yeah, production is stable, the city is looking fine. Ladies and gents, let's finally go for Albion.
You Romans probably think this place is weird. All of that. But then if a Celt saw Latium, they'd probably feel the same. It's our home. It's ancient. Naturally, a Roman sees it running wild and wants to bring it to order, to heal, expect a bit of resistance there, mind. It's two different worlds, sort of bound by fate, but divided in belief. Anyway, Albion knows how all that's meant to me.
Quite the intro. I love the British humor. And there we are now, in the Albion region. Procurator Corvinus is also introducing himself. And he's just a representative. And there we got Ath Logwin, and he's the Celtic rival that we're facing here. And he seems to be a proud Celt. And rivals are political parties that have their own reasons for engaging with you. And extend, of course, a polite greeting. And yeah, with that, we're also getting a free ship. Just like in the New World in 1800. There's a difficulty option, though, I think, that prevents you of doing this. So you will need then to send it over yourself. But we're starting here with medium settings, so I am just going to enjoy my free shippy. Now, he is the highly developed rival that we have so far. He's got a beautiful, beautiful settlement there. I like this. And Albion just looks fantastic. I love... Oh, look at that huge bird there. I love the fog. Right, all very British. Let's just go to find us a proper island. It's gonna take a while, I guess. Oh, the Emperor also comes in again. I don't know if this is scripted. And put an appeal to loyal governors. The Imperial Fiscus is less full than usual. Contributions to its refilling will be received with heartfelt appreciation. And donate an impressive sum. Donate a less impressive sum. 35,000 we can afford, right? We do have 150,000 right now. So let's get me that sexy donation change or repetition change that I gladly get. Now we are getting the first bigger islands now in the center of Albion. I just am so freaking impressed by the island layouts and the different scale that we have with this game. All the way down here to the stag roaming. And let's just... I don't think this is the right one. I mean, it's got a beautiful swampland that I'm probably go for. There we get the next one. This looks more proper for a bigger settlement. Yeah. Of course, always take my enthusiasm with a bit of a skeptical mind. I'm an Annoholic since the first days, and I'm always a bit biased towards my favorite franchise. But this is just marvelous. There's just nothing really to complain here. It's beautiful. Definitely want to take a hike here. This is one huge island. Holy moly. It extends all the way over there with lots of swampland. And yeah, we're gonna explore tier 3. By the way, also my opponents are coming in. So it's not only just one opponent here. And I have no idea how big that city needs to be. There is the next big island coming up now. Let's check this out. Could make something here. Extending all the way over here. And then with the swamp left and right. I think this looks pretty cool. So we do have the 3 major options available now. Since I'm assuming that we are playing here with Archipelago as well, that the major 4 islands are in the center. He's already got the first one. He's definitely got the best one, I gotta say that. But doesn't mean that we will not take it, right? I think I'm gonna go with this. What do we have here? So on this one we got horses, iron, silver, dye and barley. Here we got the saltwort. And silver as well. And here we got copper, herbs and small birds. To be quite honest, I have no idea how many of those resources are absolutely mandatory. So I'm just gonna assume as well that the basic resources are available on all main islands. And these are the ones that we will need. We will need, of course, quite the advanced resources there for trading than with the Romans in Latium. Now, I'm hoping that my ship will arrive on this beautiful island here first. I think Lysia Ma is already on her way to this very same spot. By the look of it, she's very close to it. But I think she's scouting this area here for now. I don't like this so much because there's not really a... I mean, this is... Oh, wow. Okay. That's a new perspective of the island. And yeah, I'm actually gonna settle on this one here as well. Once we turned it around, the perspective changed for me so that we have this beautiful big city space here. Of course, it's not super ideal that we have the warehouse looking now towards the inner map, right? So that means my ship needs to go around the island if it wants to trade. But I'm fine with that. Also, the beach area is rather small, but I'm also fine with that as long as we have then a nice, beautiful, flat city that we can make. And I think this one here is exactly what I want. Let's just make, once again, our triple road layout here. Now, once again, the triple road is mostly just a placeholder until we add some ornaments to it, right? So don't think this is final or anything. And here we're just gonna move them up, I think, because this just is a perfect slot for this, and also into this area here. There you go, right? Or this is also a nice harbor. Huh. You know what? This is gonna be my harbor. I'm gonna move it. We can freely move it because we can actually extend the main road then all the way up here. And up here, we're probably going to see a nice monument. I'm going to like this. I'm going to like the view that we have from here. So this is fine. Of course, as always, what we need to start with, again, is a bit of a lumber industry. So I'm going to make my path here a bit further up through the forest area that we have. And here we can start then once again with some production. Let's actually make them right here in the hinterlands. Oh, wait a second. 100. There you go. So that we can have at least once again 3 sawmills working for us, together with a warehouse.
There is a shortage of workforce in one of your cities.
Yes. We're gonna implement that workforce soon. Wait a second. Let's make it like so. Nice curved roads. You can have beautiful curved roads. it's a tear coming through. All right, let's get the ship back over there. By the way, let's explore. All right, let's just send that ship crazy, exploring as much as possible of this world that we want to settle and conquer. And off it goes. Here we will have then one of the paths going into the swamp, most likely, right? We can do it like so then. But we will need a lot of wood, so I'm gonna be careful about it. And I think that's it. Let's start with the first houses. My waiter residences that we have. And I think I'm just gonna go with the same layouts. I mean, you know, theoretically I should be a bit more savage about them. Not as orderly as the Romans. So for my Celts, I'm probably gonna add a bunch more chaotic layouts, right? I think this just makes a bit more sense for them as well. But I still want to also squeeze in a lot of people, so that's that. Yeah, we're starting with the cockle picker or the eel grabber. You can actually go with both of them. I think I'm gonna start with the eel grabber since we do have this nice road there. Oh, I cannot make the connection. There you go. Perfect. Right, and this one has now its marshland cultivation, producing the eels coming out of that. And with that, we are out of timber. As all of that. I mean, yeah, we can also then use like one cockle picker here. And as you can see, they're giving me an income boost, right? So the tech that we have unlocked for the fisheries also counts for these. So this is actually, okay, I should have built the cockle picker first, I guess. But I didn't know that. So here we go. Coming up next then to provide both of them, of course, to my settlement that we have. Let's give it a proper name as well. Handle Craig? That's not sounding very good. Let's call it Vindobona. Not that the city ever... Oh! It doesn't allow me that name. So Vindobon would be fine, but Vindobona, the moment I enter this, it actually gets rid of that. So Vienna is not allowed. Alright, Numancia is fine though. So this is also a major Celtic town in antiquity. In Spain it was actually, because for... Verulamium is also allowed. So this is a British Celtic town, a major one. So I'm gonna go ahead with this one. It's very hard on the tongue though, Verulamium. But I guess we can go with it. Now, this one is coming along. And you want to say what? Abandoned residences. Hopefully not here. More logs are coming in, by the way. So let's actually get the cockle picker going too. Not that we're probably going to make a lot of money in the Celtic region. But I have no idea yet. We'll just see. Now, providing the cockle pickers and the eel gives me a full bonus here for the food right away. That means that we're getting population and happiness, population and income boost out of both of them. So that's one thing. And, oh, paved roads also. Nice. Busy, busy. I think this was the last research we had queued in. Yeah, we need to check what we can go for next. Okay, so here we now have unlocked the Celtic area too. That pushes then to the health effect area of my medicus, right? So this is very important. For that though, we need to choose the Celtic path in Albion and House Smiths in my realm. Or we go here, choose the Roman path in Albion and House Mercators. We're gonna go with both of them. The Mercators focus on the high quality crafting, and the Celtic path, the Smiths, focus on forests and albionic productions and health attributes. But I cannot go there yet because I need to choose a path here first. So I guess it might also be fine to go with Minerva now as my next goddess that we can unlock. Also, we haven't gone with the watchtowers yet, so I'm gonna queue them in too, because we can then have smaller buildings that push health, happiness as well. And on top of that, I would like to go for depots now. We haven't unlocked them yet. The first real harbor building beside my warehouse, and this one allows me then to have, yeah, more island storage. Lisa Ma she asks me if she can settle on this island, and I'm gonna grant her that because, you know, I'm not gonna need this ever. Right, this over there, and if we need it, we're just gonna take it from her. And she's not a lucky girl? In what context does she mean that? Alright, who's coming in here? New orders from the Empire's heartland, an extraordinarily taxing demand of Albionic produce. Can I count on your aid? Well, I have no idea what that demand here is. Wheat and iron ore we need to deliver. There is no time limit on it, so we can take our time.
Such is my duty as procurator, and your duty as governor.
And we're just gonna follow this. Of course.
In order to provide.
Okay, we can actually still go ahead and have more buildings here now. Let's just check this out. Going here and then up here, around here, and then we can make a market. I would like that. The market has a minimal range. It looks like it needs its own research. Let's get. We have a central one. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have a central market here somewhere. There you go. Right, because this way it's a very narrow path here. So this way we can actually go with both of them. And we will also need the Bardic Heart. So Hearth, this is one for happiness and population boost. It's also something we need to have somewhere central because its range is ridiculously low. I'm actually gonna put it in here. Now that I think about it. Okay, also we got the local pirate, I guess, up here. Let's move out. Yeah, they're already attacking. Wow, that's a pretty cool island. It's great that we now know where she is, so this is going to help us out then in the future. And let's just check it out. She's got major soldiers. Holy cow. And yes, they could move to your island at some point because land invasions are there in this game. I haven't seen this one yet in the alpha version. This is beautiful. All the way up here she resides. And we can, I think we can conquer her, right? This would be pretty cool to watch, I guess. Voda, she's called. That's the local pirate.
Just because someone swings a pick at it.
We have here some horsemen. Alright. Pretty cool island that is. Yep. Alright, we continue with our exploration. She's chasing me a bit, but now she's retreating. Great stuff. Hostile encounter. Reports of her rebellion note not only the Countess dead, but the razing and burning of Roman cities. Raiders are hostile parties that can be appeased with bribes and favors. Agree to keep your distance for now. And who's that? A waiter kneels in dirt. A passing waiter sees your toga, bright with the colors of Roman nobility, and throws himself at your feet. Alas, his well-meaning gesture causes mud from a nearby puddle to splash over your hems. Speaking no Latin, he gestures frantically to the wares strapped to his ponies, freshly woven reed shoes. Take them, take the tunics, or show forgiveness. Yeah.
Such dilemmas don't fall upon me.
And he's happy with that. Could it be that a new dawn of moderation and compromise has risen upon this land? What with your tenure as a governor? Time will only tell. Oh, Alicia, what now?
Governor, I am looking for someone
She
to
looks for
protect my
protection.
latest investment.
Now
My
I'm
father's
looking for
secret.
expansion,
It is
so
handled
let's
Albion as
continue.
we speak. With the rebel
Another
tendencies
block
I
of
see in the
buildings
region,
here.
I cannot help but worry about an attack.
There you go. Also, the depot was researched. Nice. And let's have some more blocks here. As the city is growing. Look at that. The market can take in the whole area here. That's perfect. And then we can expand over there. But I will already need to push more basic production. Can now travel to different provinces. Thank you very much. We can do this here. Alright. We can also do it with the keypad that we have. Once again. City status has already been increased. Yeah, minor city. This is not the biggest positive news. Because with that, we already start to lose the island health. So I would like to provide this somehow. And the reed shoes would give it to me. And that's the reed gatherer. And then also the shoe weaver. The shoe weaver also gives me a nice happiness boost. So I might have a smaller artisan district than here somewhere, right? And we will also need to have then the spinner that also gives its knowledge boost to this area. Lovely. And then we also have once again our city services that I will want to provide, and my firefighter. And then we have a tiny slot here for another artisan building, right? I think this could be a very good layout, honestly. Police, firefighters, and 3 artisan crafters in the center.
Our scouts have sighted
And around that we just have then more buildings. There's then also our Medici. And a bunch more buildings than here. I'm just really digging the art style. Those are some beautiful cliffs here. Can't believe how beautiful this game looks. Continue with a bit of a road building here along the marshes then. So I would like to stay close to it, of course. Having the road going over here. And then probably in here to this main road that we have. And there's the next harbor area then that we could probably make into this one. Yeah. And by the way, we do also have some ornaments here, right? That we could add then to those empty spots again. So some trees. Here we're gonna go with, you know, colder trees, Albionic oak trees, for example, that we can add to the landscape. And especially to my city. As many trees as possible I would like to have here, so that it looks like a proper... oh, that is actually expensive. I should stop with planting too many trees. Now let's build the houses. In the meantime, my ship continues with its exploration. And we are getting this island out of it. Granite. And ponies. And some smaller ones here with tin. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need those smaller ones there too. There's also resin here. And granite copper. Now, we should head back to Vineta real quick, because we do have... we are capping on storage. Or on my goods. So we now have the new depots available. There it is. And I would like to add them. And we do have all these fisheries here. So I think they don't all fit in anymore, right? So I'm gonna move them. And we're gonna build up a smaller fishing area than here as well. Let's just see how many we can move. And then also over here. Together with its warehouse. And also those two. I mean, I could also just delete them and rebuild them, but let's just make it like so. There you go. And with that, we have now this area available that I can use for buildings that make sense in a bigger harbor area. You know, like this depot here. And you cannot actually place it any different than this. And it adds... Oh, we can only build one for now. So there's a permit on that. And it adds 100 tons of storage then. Okay. Research-wise, we can continue with the latrines. So this one is another smaller building for health boosts. And also a radius increase for my repair crane. Very much appreciated. Also, let's have a look at these new ones here. So we got the smaller watchtower now. Let's place them. Yeah. You can really freely place them in these small areas just beside the well. Then we have the watchtower and then the latrines, for example. So this is why it absolutely is advisable to keep smaller space available for these. Because it adds up, right? Costs me a few tiles, so it's really not that big of a deal. Can have one here. One here. Can you have them... Do they need a... Yeah, they need to have a road connection though. So I cannot place them in a courtyard. Here. By the way, there's also my well. And then probably... over here. And next... also the shrines that we can build now since we have the reinforced concrete. These are also important because they give me a health boost and a devotion boost. And let's go ahead. Oh, by the way, they're a bit bigger. Okay. And you need to have a permit on them. Yeah, we got 8 permits available. So I think they need to look a bit nicer. Right, we have them here by the market. Let's move the well. And get this one a bit further over, right? So that we can also have some decorations next to it. And the cool thing is, I only need to do this once. Nah. Yeah, this could look nice, I guess. So we can just take this one and we can build 8 of them now as long as we have a road connection. It's giving me then this boost. So here by the main road, I think we could nicely squeeze it in there. Perfect. I like the health boost coming out of it. Another one here by the main road again. And also here at the end of this main road, where we can use it. Oh, why did we increase now? Growing megalopolis. I didn't upgrade any buildings. That leads to yet again losing all of the stuff that we just improved. Not that the city is burning down or anything like that, but we will need to work on this ASAP then. Still, let's continue. We do have the resources to build me the next basic production. And also the next eel grabber, as they're called. For this, can we already have a warehouse? Yes, we can have a warehouse already here in the swampland. So let's move it over there. Add a warehouse. There you go. And then we have this one. And this one, right? For a growing population. And the next houses. For the next production chain, that is now my... I think I'm gonna go with the shoes. Or was it the tunic? What's the better bonus? Yeah, I would probably like to go for the health. I don't care about income that much out of the Celts so far. So I would probably like to work on the shoes. And for this we need the reed gatherer that we have then over here. And let's just see how many fields we need. 140. That sounds like a lot. Yeah. It is a lot. Okay, we will need to find better layouts than this. That's 140 now. It's producing only 1 ton per minute. That's not a lot. And we only need 1 ton right now. So one of them can provide 2 shoe weavers. Let's have a second one over here. And then we need the shoe weavers. And they can be in the city. So that's my next artisan building then here. There it is. To start this production. And let's have another one. I think I'm gonna have one here. And one then a bit further over here. So we can spread them out a bit. Okay, ship exploration wise, we're a bit unlucky right now with the islands. There's only tiny islands around us. This one's the biggest one, close to me. Ah, there's now a big one. Alright.
There are signs of public unrest.
That looks proper. might be my next expansion. And lots of swampland and also a nice town that we can form here. And then I'm gonna return slowly now to my main island again. Also, let's build the next production for the spinner. For that we need the hemp. And I don't think we have a lot of demand coming in, right? So I think just gonna add this one here together with a bunch more then. Close to my warehouse that we already have. Oh no, ransom demand from Kaizo. And he wants 40,000 this time around. Yeah, this time I'm gonna refuse. Let's hope I'm not gonna regret this. But I do have a bit of a fleet here already situated. And he might be coming now. So he's got a lot of ships now. He could also attack my trade routes. But now we're at war with him. So we'll just see how that turns out. I'd rather continue developing my Celtic city. Another block over there. Let's add trees to it right away. And then we also will close in now on this harbor area. So I'm probably gonna make, let's just see, it like so. Ah, wait a second. Let's make it like so. And then we're gonna add a main road here. To another harbor area, potentially. Very good. City status has been increased to a major colonia now for Verulamium, as we're calling it. Okay, and we will need another market area then here, for sure, for this area. Together with a hearth again on the other side. Also a trade treaty agreement with Rob Stark. Oh, Afro Jorgwin, as he's called. And he actually wants to go into the trade treaty, which I'm happy to go for. What is that? The total is -5 right now. What he actually, you know, he proposed it. Okay, we need one more. Okay, so we need to do something else here for him to accept. Offer the gift. We could give him a gift. Oh, that's not a small gift though. Okay, gotta wait on that a bit. Next, religion. We can go in Albion for Ceres again to boost my farming. So I'm gonna set her to this island here too. Even though it doesn't make a lot of sense having that goddess here, because of course we have the Celts here. So that's a Roman god. Upgrades to tier 2 we can already do. Let's go ahead. Now we can choose a path that we need to go for. The Romano-Celtics or the Celtics. For the main island, in fact, I like the Romano-Celtics for now more. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose them. Also, they give me a knowledge boost. Right, and now we get the Roman Celts. In this case here, you can go with both of them, so you're not locked into one path, right? If we click now on this one here, as you can see, we now can go for the Celtic residences as well, once we reach the nobles, which is then tier 3. So now we need to work towards tier 3. We also get the tier 2 production now, the sausage and the bread. And we get then also our learning here, the grammaticus. I think it's just, to me it makes a bit more sense to go with them, because you get a nice knowledge boost out of that. And there's so much to research that this just is a good path forward. And either way, we're gonna produce then stuff out of them that we need to export to Latium. All of that and more in the next episode. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned.